I'm reading Atomic Habits by James Clear again, and I've came to the part where he's talking about the identity which coincides with the habit you want to create or which you have. So the goal would be to become a reader as an identity, rather than having a goal of reading, I don't know, one chapter a day. Instead of wanting to run the marathon, you would have the goal of becoming a runner, basically. That's the whole gist of this idea. And there was a sentence which really ring a bell in my head. So it was, if you want to become wealthy, but it doesn't click with your identity, and you're more inclined to consume rather to create, then you will have a hard time with becoming rich, actually. And it got me thinking of the habits I have when it comes to the way my day progresses, to the way my week progresses, and in longer terms. And I simply consume more than I produce, and I think it's a problem that many of us face, but a lot of people aren't actually conscious of this as a problem, or maybe they are conscious but they don't think it's an issue because they don't have some kind of goal of becoming a wealthier person. Maybe not so. Maybe a person who just has some more, I wouldn't say power, but I think it's power. Just analyzing which task, which habits during the day I would label as consumption rather than creation, and trying to shift the proportions of create in favor of the creation, because it's not like I only consume the whole day. It's not like I'm sitting the whole day in front of the TV, browsing the internet or consuming other ideas. I also create, but it's not enough. And the creation also has to have a direction, and it has to be polished enough to actually speak to other people. Because if you just create, but all your creations aren't worthy enough, they aren't helping people in any way, then this kind of creation isn't actually so noble as we like to think. Because maybe your life will be just a bit easier than if you just consume, because you will have the feeling that you're doing something in some kind of direction. But I think that creation has to be meaningful. It has to, you just have to give the people value, and the value has to be packaged in a good way. Is it visually? Is it the way you explain the idea, the way you present yourself? So it has to be meaningful creation, and the more meaningful creation I can stuff in the day, not to like overproduce or something, to still have some time for leisure. Because uh, every person needs some kind of leisure. Maybe you could actually label some kind of tasks as leisure, but they're actually creative. So you would actually get something from leisure. So the whole idea of today's video is to create more and to just pick out all these things we do every day, every week, every month that that aren't getting us any good in the long term, just to create more.